Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show D&R podcast. I've just got a couple things before we jump into the episode. Please feel free to check us out on patreon.com/DANDR. There you will find the link to our Discord, along with a bunch of other extra content for DNR. We have also the Twitter at DANDR podcast and Facebook Dungeons and Randomness, Instagram as well, Dungeons and Randomness. And we just started streaming on Twitch, so you can catch all of our episodes on Twitch every Saturday at 7 p.m. EST. And I am also here to shill our tea public. Check out this awesome design for our group, Forsaken. Please check it out. They've got all the different groups on there as well. And I think that's about it. So let's roll into the episode.
Let's do that thing where we go around the table and introduce ourselves. I'm Jason. I'm the Dungeon Master. Damn it. Game Master. Damn it. I gotta drill that into my head. Going around the table, starting with Jameson.
Hi, I'm Jameson, and I am going to introduce my character.
Yeah. I mean, we're not really burying the lead anymore.
That's true. I'm Larg again, finally, at long last.
And Zach.
What's up? My name is Zach, and I play for this new arc, Blevins Elmar Rutherford.
Oh, I like that. I like that rolling of the... Oh, I love that. I like that. And Lisa.
Hey, I'm Lisa, and I am playing, once again, Vela. Love her.
And Karen.
Hi, I'm Karen, and I will be reprising my role as Josephine.
And last and certainly not least, Jamie.
Hello, I am Jamie, and I am playing once more Tatiana.
Wait, I'm the only person that didn't bring someone back.
Yeah.
You are.
Boy, I am stupid.
I was about to say, dude, you've had like 3 months to figure that out. We all just figured it's like, he knows what he's doing. Like, it's not like one of your characters famously died horribly. Like, it's fine.
A fan favorite, nonetheless.
You guys gotta tell me these things. I had no idea.
Dude, you know how many people are in the chat right now? It's like, oh, fuck. Like, there's a bunch of people who just figured it's a lock, right? No. Anyway, can I start out tonight by just saying fuck Warner Brothers Entertainment? I just wanted to say that right off the bat, not just for what they did to the DCEU. They took down our Batman shirt twice. Cease and desists. Fine. That's fine. I want you to go on TeePublic right this minute and type in the word Batman. And look how many pages of things come up. Now, I don't know why. Ours got taken down. We didn't tag it Batman or name it Batman or anything. We just avoided it. So just a big old friendly fuck you, Warner Brothers. Can't wait for Justice League 2. Okay.
No hard feelings or anything.
No. Look, we were never going to break even on the shirt. It wasn't about that. It was just about the option. It was up for 2 days. Anyway.
Sorry.
Tonight is kind of special. And we've sort of been saving you guys for the last group to debut because this is probably the densest group to get through in terms of if you're a new listener, you might be a little lost. But here's the meat and potatoes of the situation. Just about everybody, as you heard, is reprising a role. These are all dead characters. And we're going to be playing a campaign in hell. Now, obviously, you don't want to stay here. You want to get out. But we're going to tackle that in just a bit. But for those of you who haven't been listening to the show, I want to take you back a few years. We were wrapping up the end of, I believe it was Arc 3, and there was this huge showdown with a guy named Darmok, Demon Lord, big old meanie, let's say, pretty much a psychopath who wanted to sort of cross over and enter Theria and then track down an old, I'm using quotation fingers here, lover, and torture her for all eternity because theirs was an unhealthy relationship, let's say. So we didn't want that. And some people sacrificed their lives to keep him in hell. And the thing is, we've never caught up with them. And we do know that the last time we saw Larg, he essentially tackled Darmok into a portal that was opened from hell. So both of them went tumbling in. Sadly, Tatiana didn't make it out of that cavern before being crushed. Which really has to suck because you were so close. You almost the boss fight was over. This is like your controller dying at the credits. Like it sucked. Like it was real bad. So I would like to start today with that portal over hell. Picture like this is a pretty big height. And both Larg and Darmok are going to be tumbling into that, falling out of the sky. We're talking hundreds of feet. And if I may load up a map for all of you, I think we need to show this off because me sitting here trying to describe it isn't going to do it justice. So I'm going to summon you guys here, but I'm not going to put your minis there because I know what you guys are like.
Sir. Oh.
Ooh, I'm getting some Dark Souls vibes.
Oh, yeah.
This is huge.
It's a big boy.
Hell no way.
Yeah, it's big. This is one layer. So big shout out, obviously, to the wonderful people that had a hand in making all these maps. Now, each one you're seeing for Arc 5 was made by a different talented person. This is from Illustri, and the link for their Twitter, their stuff is in the feed right now. Please go check them out. If you guys want commission stuff in Tailspire, we pretty much got the 4 horsemen. It was fucking awesome. So, yeah, just, oh.
This is so dope.
Oh,
Absolutely
man.
beautiful.
Wow. Like, seriously.
Man, look at the
I just keep
detail.
scrolling and I'm like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
You know, and I know, like, we're a lot of an audio podcast, but you're missing out if you can't see this.
Twitch.
It's just a lot of detail you can't. It's hard to describe.
That's what I was saying. I was going to sit here and describe it, but it's tough. Like it's obviously, lava and fire and all that, but there are whole towers constructed of bone powder. And it's so awesome. So laid out in front of you is a trek you're going to have to take. But first off, let's tackle a couple of things, because hell doesn't work like Theria, obviously. You can die in hell, and we'll get to the mechanics of that, but just to let you know, you're not invulnerable. It's just takes a little more, So both Darmok and Larg are going to come tumbling in here, and there's almost like this mock cemetery. Kind of like a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. Like there's tombstones and everything, but when you walk into a cemetery, it feels like hollow. Like it feels like a hallowed thing. It's like, oh well, don't unless you're like a jerk off kid knocking over tombstones or something. But like, there's kind of there's a feeling of respect there. None of that's here. It's like this is a set, props, that type of thing. So Darmok is going to hit back first and wrap around one of these fences, essentially, and just kind of like back sprawl to lay there. And Larg is going to land about 5 or 10 feet away, just blam. And there's a good 30 seconds while you're both kind of lying there. And for Larg, I imagine it's probably a lot to process, because in the moment you sacrifice yourself, and in a lot of stories that's the end, right? That character sacrificed themselves, and it's like, oh, we'll tell. But in a situation like this, what happens then? Like, what, you have to live with the decision you've made. And you're not dead. It's not like there's nothing after death. You are dead, but you know what I mean. You didn't cease to be. You're still conscious.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the first thing Larg's thinking in a place like this? Like the first, getting up to his hands and knees and looking around. Like, what's the first thing?
It feels to me like Larg's very single-minded about this whole thing. Yeah, the primary mission was accomplished. We kept Darmok from leaving hell. But Larg's whole thought process right now is that can't happen again. So, you ever seen somebody get hit in football and in wrestling, I guess, too, and things like that? If somebody gets hit really hard and all they're trying to do is get back up, and even though the wind is knocked out of them, they're disoriented, kind of staggering a little bit. That's him. He's trying to get to his feet almost immediately after hitting the ground. And he's not going to be successful for however long those first 30, 60, seconds. But that's what he's trying to do. He's immediately trying to get to his feet and get to where Darmok landed.
Okay. First of all, that was the most dad reaching out to a son verbiage ever. And it's like, yeah, and I guess in wrestling too. Thank you. I appreciate that. I guess.
Well, I said football, and I was like, I've lost you already. So
I know of football. I understand. It's tell me of this football. I know. Fuck. But it was very. It's I guess they put their bodies on the line too. Whatever. So it's.
Well, yeah. Wrestling is the worst example in the sense that
sports.
It's. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. If you ever seen somebody get really hit and just try to get to their feet for whatever's next. Yeah. He's just trying to be ready. So he's going to try to get to his feet. If he does get up first, which based on how you described us landing, I think, tell me if I'm wrong, it sounds like I would get up first.
I want to see how ready you are, how you can shake this off. So do me a favor.
Okay.
Give me a fortitude class and your endure skill.
Ooh, okay. So my fortitude, get right into the dice. My fortitude is a 10. My class is an 8 and endure. is a 10. 1, 2, and 3. It's a low roll. It's an 8.
You just fell into hell. You have every right. So, I'm going to say this at the very least is 2d8. Let's see what happens. Just to see. Wow. Okay.
Jeez, okay.
Ooh, lucky. So in Cortex, we ditch ones. So that's gone bye-bye. So in this case, you definitely beat Darmok to his feet because there's fencing that's kind of like wrought iron fencing, not pokey or anything, just like kind of warped and just bent. Mm-hmm. And he fell back first and then wrapped around like that. Like he should be dead. Obviously, if you were back in the land of the living, that would be flat out, oh, that guy's dead. But Demon Lord, and
yeah.
So you are up. You are up to your feet, and I imagine kind of like using a tombstone or something to like stagger over and just kind of like the way you describe it, it's just desperation getting over.
Yeah. In fact, we'll take it a step further. Let's say Larg uses a tombstone to sort of steady himself, get to his feet. Then he's going to try to essentially like kick the base of it and break it off, and he's going to carry the tombstone over to Darmok.
Oh God, yeah, this will crumble pretty. Like I said, this is all kind of like worn.
It looks like a set. I mean, he's not worried about the sanctity of it. So
yeah, no, it's still obviously made of stone. Like so, like it's a big slab of granite or something. Like it's So Larg's a big, strong guy. I imagine he can lift this up. And what are you doing?
We're going to try to finish the deal on Darmok. We're not letting him get back up if we can help it. So. He's going to go over to him, and he's going to be, winded and gassed and probably in a not small amount of pain. And he's just going to say, he's going to just be like, that's the last time. And we bring it down on him. That's it.
Shit. Okay. Give me an attack. Count that as like a blunt object.
So we're going to hit him with the tombstones. That's going to be might and...
Sorry, I picked you Undertaker. I can't. That's just
had to start with something, right? So we're going to do an 8, a 10, and then you said blunt is going to be club would be the skill, I assume, right?
Yeah, you're clubbing him with this. Yeah,
with this tombstone. Okay.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So let's take the. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I got to look at the scores again. Let's take the 10 as an effect die and have him beat an 12.
Well, shit. I'm going to let him defend here, but it's not looking great. I'm going to be honest. Oh, boy. Okay. Huh. Oh, that just landed. Wow. Okay. First of all, that landed in a huddle of tombstones, and then I rolled 2 2s. So I'm going to take that as an omen. They like hugged it. It's like, got him.
It's thematic.
It is. So where are you hitting him? Head, chest? Like what?
Yeah. I mean, if he's bent over this way, I guess we're going head, right? Like he'll kind of like stumble around the fence to whichever side his head landed on. And we're going to, I guess, like if he's upside down, just bottom of the chin.
Okay. Yeah.
See if he can take his head off, I guess.
Yeah. He's like laying back like this, right? Yeah. So you're going to just slam down on him. And that fence post is just going to like give and like fall over. And he's going to just come like sliding down into the dirt. You clobbered him with this thing, broke it over his head. So there is not a small amount of blood coming from his noggin, and it's this viscous kind of like a charcoal colored liquid coming out of him, kind of like it'll bubble up every once in a while, and it's not like blood, and just that almost seemed to jar him, like wake him up a little bit, and he's rolled over onto his hands and knees, and he is desperately clawing into this. Oh man, how do I describe this dirt? it's kind of a mixture of like ground up cobblestone and sand almost. It's really hard to get your footing. It's imagine sand, but there's big chunky bits every once in a while. And he's just trying to like claw forward, and he's doing a poor job of getting away.
So he's crawling away from me. Good. He's not trying to come at me.
I don't think he's definitely not as
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll for my next decision here because I want to see if something would occur to me, if that's okay.
Sure.
If a D&D equivalent of like a self-imposed like intelligence check or something like that, how would you want me to do that?
Just do your class in intelligence.
Class in intelligence? Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. It'll be low. It's a D8.
What would you say? So, what would you say the difficulty of that would be?
Well, so I just rolled a 10, and I'll tell you what I'm thinking is basically how much of the current circumstance will actually sink into him at this point. Like his single-mindedness, once he's actually hit him and like seems to be on top, like he feels like he's accomplished this. Do we notice where we are now? You know?
Oh, okay. So this is perception almost. Like it's so.
This is coming down off of what would have been in the previous system, like a barbarian rage. This is like, okay, like that's dealt with. And he looks around type thing.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll roll 2d8 as your difficulty. Give me a savvy class and detect.
Savvy
just
class
to kind of like take it in. Because it's like, man, it got hot in here. Like it's like at the very.
Cool. All right. So how do I get out of here? Oh no. Just kind of. Okay. It's not going to be great either. Yeah, no. I got a 4 total.
Well, I've rolled poorly so far. Hold on a second. Let me roll it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll roll another fucking 3. I don't know. Nope, not that time. So
all right.
nope,
well, I'm going to hit him again then because I haven't noticed where I am yet. So.
God. So you're just slamming it down on his back?
Yeah, he's going to try to crawl away, and Lars is he's just going to be like, what did I say before? He's going to say it again. He says, never again. Not ever again. And he's going to like just almost talking to himself, like under his breath. And he's going to hit him in the back with the tombstone.
So it's basically, it's like while he's still moving, it ain't done. Like it's so single-minded that you're just like, well, it's...
Yeah. When we were talking to Jadzi and Esterhol, like we got the full picture of what it took to kill this guy, and he came back anyway. So, you know.
And what he would do, like when he was a mortal, just a regular guy, he haunted Esterhol. He killed dozens of women. They were like, I mean, he is a monster. He was a monster before he was a monster. So, so yeah, give me another attack. Just give me another, just club the fucker.
Club him. Sorry, guys. Campaign might be quick.
Oh my God.
We'll make it a 17 with an effect die of 10 then.
Well then. Yowza. Okay. He's going to roll defense again? Oh. No, this is not his time. Like you're kicking the shit out of him. Yeah. So you're going to come down again and he's going to stop crawling. Like it's just, it almost looks like he's trying to do a push up and then just flat on the ground. And his face is just kind of like buried in this coarse kind of, I almost said coarse, rough sand. This coarse. And it gets everywhere. So like he's gonna, he's kind of like spitting it out kind of. And there's like he's gasping, just like just this kind of like ragged. Minutes ago, this guy was casting huge spells and, all unlimited power, like, going after you. And now, like, most of that's got to be exhausted or whatever, but you have him on the ropes. And there's going to be this low chuckle that he starts to do. Like he's just like he's either so completely gone that his circumstance isn't sinking in, or he knows something you don't know. And he's just crawling, just kind of like trying to get up, just like this gaspy kind of like, just, it almost sounds liquidy because he's like intermittently coughing up sand and blood. Like just, yeah.
He's leaking a lot, yeah.
He's leaking, yes.
Okay, so we'll kind of hook a toe under his shoulder and try to flip him over. And Larg will kneel on his chest with basically his full body weight. He's not letting up on him at all, but he'll kneel on his chest and he'll kind of lean down so he's like right face to face with him. And he'll say, "Tell me how you did it. And I'll make sure you never do it again."
Well, that's a terrible pitch. That is a bad place to start a negotiation.
We got a low intellect here, boys and girls. We probably should have kept hitting them, but...
Yeah, well, okay. That is... Are you trying to intimidate him into doing?
Yeah, so basically it's a you're going to die anyway, so tell me what I want to know type deal.
Okay, give me your presence, class, and scare.
Presence, class, and scare. Okay. 8 and 10. Okay. 2d8s, 2d10s, and an 8 again. Oh, low. Yeah, that was not a good approach, apparently, because I got a 5 on that one.
This is not a great pitch, but let's see what he rolls. Maybe he'll roll poorly. So it's his mental resolve in class. So, kind of a mixed bag, honestly. But enough. Yeah. But enough. Yeah. Boy, how would he react to that? I don't think he would do anything to openly antagonize, like, oh, maybe he'll spit at you, but that's not really his style. So you have him pinned. He is on his back now, and every once in a while, like, he's trying to like get some kind of leverage to get up, and then he's going to stop. Like, it's futile. You have him. Have you noticed where you are?
I don't think... Okay, so... It doesn't matter. It just matters that you're not there. And I'll keep you out of there for as long as it takes. Is there a piece of wrought iron near me?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's bunches.
Is it okay? Sorry, I keep jumping out of it to ask questions. Is it like
no? Is
it just all twisty, or is it like old and rusty?
Most of this is kind of a. It's definitely got. It's mostly bent, but I'd say like the tips or corners are rusted.
Okay. All right. While he's talking to me, I'm just going to see if there's a loose piece that I can grab. I'm just going to grab one, but he can. He's free to respond.
Yeah.
He'll pay no attention to what I'm doing.
I mean, it's not like he could stop you anyway right now.
Yeah, so
he's again just it's like gasping for air. Like, this is the weakest you've definitely like seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think once you hear what I have to say, you may be open to negotiation.
I don't think you understand how impossible that would be to negotiate with you. And I'm going to take the piece of wrought iron that I grabbed, and would I be able to bend it? Perhaps. I want to bend this iron.
Let's see,
like strongman style, kind of.
Yeah. So give me might, class, and exert.
Exert. Love these skill names. I don't see. Oh, never mind. There it is. Okay.
It's not alphabetized. It drives me insane. It's the one that's not. So how? Let's say that you know what, 2d8s is fine. That's how tough this iron is. You're a strong-ish. Well, okay. So, no, that's not going to work.
It doesn't work. I can't bend it.
No, not with that.
Okay.
No.
If I can, I'll keep trying as we're talking. I'll try again after another round.
Like maybe you're so worked up, you're like, yeah, of course. Look,
Yeah. Except I just fell 200 feet. You know, I may be a little weakened as well, but
maybe your fucking shoulder's a little sore. Jesus, like, so you're just trying to.
Yeah, but I've clearly got a side project as he's trying to talk his way out of this. So he's kind of glancing all over, right? His eyes are darting back and forth. Like you could tell he's looking for anything, right? Mm-hmm.
And then his eyes are going to settle just behind you. What if I told you one of your friends didn't make it out?
That'll make him stop. They all made it. I got you out. There's no reason that they wouldn't have made it. What are you talking about? And I'm going to try to bend the thing again.
Okay, give it to me.
You made me mad.
We'll keep that 15. Yes.
You keep the 15, so I just have to beat that.
Yeah.
17.
Oh, you can only take 2.
Oh, right. No, 13.
Okay. What do you mean? Now I think I think the second time you're trying to do it like nonchalant. What do you mean? Face all turning red.
Just hang on.
And he's going to kind of raise his hand and point in just behind you.
He'll turn around and look. He's just gullible enough to look when somebody points to something. So he'll raise up and turn around and look behind. So behind you, kind of floating above one of these graves, there is a form starting to take shape. It's kind of a pale blue, almost ghostly, and it's going to start with a pair of boots and almost like it's recreating skeletal structure and everything all the way up, layer after layer. And Tatiana's going to be there, but hanging, almost from a hook, like in a meat locker hanging. So not conscious and not fully formed, but the ghost of Tatiana. Perfect. Just like that. So, do that for the rest of the session.
You know what sucks is I keep forgetting that there are visuals now, and I do this shit all the time when we record. And I'll be and I'll make stupid faces, and now I have to think about the fact that people are going to see me. Fuck.
No, don't ever change. That's perfect.
No, that's perfect. Don't change for them. No, this is great. This is just added stuff.
So he's going to see that start to happen, and he's going to look back to Darmok and try to read his face. And he's going to look back and kind of double take a little bit, but in slow motion. Then he's going to look down at Darmok, and he's going to just lean down a little bit. He's going to go, "Is this a trick?"
One, I think normally he'd fuck with you a bit, but it's just probably nice not to get hit in the face for a couple of seconds. So I again, just kind of like cracking his neck and stretching, just trying to he's trying to shake off the fall too. His plan didn't go according to plan, and now he's getting the shit kicked out of him in hell. This couldn't be worse. Oh, this isn't This isn't my doing. But there's no one at the wheel. Unless someone steps in, her soul just floats here.
Well, I'm going to go step in then. And so I'm going to take that piece of wrought iron in my hand and I'm going to drive it through his chest and pin him to the ground if I can.
Good God.
Well,
yeah,
I don't want him to go anywhere.
He's
He's a slippery bastard. Stay there. He's going to say that. He's going to say, stay there. And I'm going to get up.
Just
Yeah. Let's put a pin in this.
Oh.
I do need more like 80s action movie one-liners. So.
Oh, yeah. We got to get a little Schwarzenegger in here. Yeah. So give me. What? Well, I guess we're going pointy now. So let's go. Let's go stab. So, might class stab.
That's not one of my strong suits. I think we'll get there. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Don't like that.
I think he's gonna defend. Like, fuck that. Like,
okay. He's got to beat a 6, so.
Well, geez. So let's go with his finesse isn't good. But
he's got an injury die too. Oh, he's got an injury die. What do I roll for that?
If we're counting injury die, so do you.
I'll take it honestly because if we're both hurt, that's honest, right?
Yeah, sure. Let's throw some D10s in there. You get a D10 and I get a D10. I think that's pretty...
Okay. Here's the D10. Okay, well, that brings it up to a 7.
All right, well, his finesse isn't amazing, so 2D8s. But, oh, come on. I haven't rolled well all night. That's another one, isn't it? You bitch. So that's a 7. I got a 6, so fuck me. So you are going to drive this through his chest and kind of like burrow in to that like rocky, sandy there's almost like a crust that you have to get through. Mm-hmm. And you're kind of like, and he is going to let loose this scream. This like all the breathy, like, I'm in your ear, asthma creepy is gone for just a moment while he just shrieks into the void. And he's going to be, like, clutching at this thing. And, like, he's not strong enough to get this out of him, but, like, yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna stand up, satisfied that worked pretty well, and go over to where Tatiana is and just kind of, like, approach it carefully. Like, does she react at all in any way?
No, not even looking out, like kind of like hanging like a marionette with the strings pulled up, like just kind of like looking down, just kind of like floating there. I think I don't know, almost World of Warcraft when you die, but like you're not sentient, you're just kind of like hanging. Just
kind of ragdoll, yeah. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna kind of slowly walk up and he's gonna be like, Tati. Hey, can you hear me? He's going to like get to a point where he's close enough to touch, but he's not going to try yet.
Nothing.
Okay. So yeah, he'll reach up and try to, if he can reach it, he'll try to touch your hand.
Yeah, it's incorporeal. Like it's just, you just kind of like phase right through.
Okay, well, I'm a paladin. I'm going to try to invoke some sort of paladin-y ability, like a lay on hands type thing that I know I used to be able to do and should have no reason to not do now. And I'm going to try to get some of that going, see if I can use that to affect something.
Sure. Let's just do it for free. So you can't touch her, so you can't technically lay on hands, but, you know, like, you're trying to, like, funnel or channel. It's like Healy juice, like, you're just trying different things, you know? Like, you're It's like, well, that's okay. This clearly. So you're going to try this for probably a few minutes, and it's just not clicking. Nothing's happening. Like, no motion from her. No, it doesn't look like she's conscious, sentient, anything. And Darmok is kind of back to the cackle, like just almost mocking you. You're not going to be able to do anything for her. Do you know how many people are lost down here?
So he was able to ignore when he started cackling or whatever while he was continuing. Jesus Christ, I hate this cat. All right. Sorry. He was able to ignore it for a while. But when he says that, he's going to turn around and he say, no, I don't. Why would I know that? Come over here and fix this. And he's going to come over, like, rip the thing out of the ground and be like, if you know how to do it, you're going to do it right now.
If you pull the thing out, one, there's going to be this gushy kind of a sound as you pull it out. And it's kind of this black, drippy kind of, again, it's almost like like there's some gray swirls in there, and it's going to be all over that piece of blunt yet stabby wrought iron. I guess you could stab anything with anything if you put enough force into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's going to slowly stand up here, and he's going to wave his hand, and slowly but surely, almost as if blinders are being taken off of Larg, you're going to see body after body after body hanging just like Tatiana is. Just soul after soul after soul. Almost this endless field. And he's the one leaning against the tombstone at this point, like after that. While the gods bicker with each other, they're all lost down here. If you want me to save her, you're going to have to help me get to the other end. And there's a hint of desperation in his voice when he's talking about the other end.
So he'll take that, and he'll, like, as he was talking, he was looking around at all these other spirits as well. And then he'll finally turn and kind of look and take in the broader landscape of the literal hellscape of where we are. And he'll just kind of like squint into the distance. What's on the other end?
There is a way out, but we don't have much time. Believe it or not, I've made some unpopular choices here, and my colleagues may not be too pleased with me. You help me get to the other side, and I'll bring her back. You'll each have a chance at least. Or you can take your chances. He's just going to like motion out to all that.
Yeah, and he'll follow his motion to look back out at it again, and then he'll look back at him, and then to Tatiana. You bring her back, and I'll get you to the other side. But we're going to do it my way. And that's it.
You drive a hard bargain, but there's not much for him to barter with right this minute. So, again, kind of hunched over a little. And you get the feeling that right now he's at the end of his tether, power-wise. Him leaving Hell probably took almost everything he had. Then the huge fight with you guys, then tumbling back in, then getting his head stoved in for 5 or 10 minutes. He's not doing so hot. So he's going to wave his hand, but there's not a lot of precision in it. It's more just like, and like he's almost going to fall over. And with that, from the tip of her head down to the tip of her boots, it's almost like it's like an AMC classic being colorized or something. It's like she's going to become corporeal and then just fall 2 or 3 feet and kind of like land on her hands and knees. But again, this wasn't very precise. Mm-hmm. And like more people are going to be animated along with her, so other figures are going to drop down as well. And it's just like with that, I think Darmok's going to kind of like tumble down to his knees and just like ragged, just like real, like wheezing, almost asthmatic breathing.
Yeah, so for the moment, we're going to, Larg will forget about Darmok, and he'll actually run over. If he's not there in time to catch Tatiana, he'll at least like be right there to help her, like put a hand on her shoulder and try to help her get to her feet. Like, hey, is that you? Are you there?
Tatiana is probably very out of breath and very worn. If Larg was to look at her, he would notice that she seems and looks extremely tired. And she's just going to look up at Larg and just say, "What happened? Did we win?"
Well, yes and no.
Roiling cauldron of fucking flames around them.
Yeah, he's gonna like.
Do you want the good news or the bad?
We're gonna do a good news, bad news. No, so he'll actually say like, well, yes and no. I thought you were supposed to get out when the portal closed. You all ran, right?
Yeah, we tried to leave, and she's going to sort of start to realize and remember, and then the walls and the ceiling came crashing down. I was reaching out, but I couldn't leave.
Do you know if everybody else made it?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, well, and he'll like try to get her to her feet, like as much as she can handle standing on her own, but he'll try to hold her up if he can. So we won. He's in hell. He didn't get out, but we're here now too. And I'm sorry.
She's going to look around and start to see everything around, and then probably see Darmok over in the corner wheezing to himself. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Listen, he's real hard to kill, so this is it's kind of complicated. I'm glad you're here, actually. I'm not, but I don't really know what to do anymore.
And I think seeing Darmok over in the corner, Tatiana's going to try to find her weapon and start to walk over to him. Hard to kill. I'll show him hard to kill.
Wait, hang on. I like it, but hang on. Like catch up with her real quick. So that's what I want to do too. That's already, I gave it a couple shots already. But he would only wake you up if I made a deal with him. So we have to do it, and I'm sorry, but I think we can still. He'll like do like the conspiratorial whisper, be like, I think we can still win, and like wink.
Wake me up.
To be clear,
Do I feel any different?
it's really weird because, I mean, adventure's got to have that talk around a campfire. It's like, what do you think happens after you die? Like, and you guys were in the awkward situation of knowing there's an afterlife and not all of it's good. So, like, it's like, well, you kind of get into the morality of it. It's like, well, we've killed people, like bandits and stuff, but those were bad guys, right? Like, it's a, what if I go to hell? I bet it's like pitchforks and torches and all that stuff. And it's not great looking around. Like, real estate's terrible. Like, just, ugh. But you're not in pain right this minute. Like, you clearly see that pain's a thing down here because Larg doesn't look great and Darmok looks worse. So, like, I think like right away you're kind of taking it in as like, okay, like you can still feel pain. You feel fine now, but you definitely were not fine a few, like to you, seconds ago.
Right.
Because you were flattened by a giant piece of stone.
Yeah.
So like,
It was like immense pain and then almost relief.
yeah. The important thing is, if you pooped yourself in life, it's not down here with you.
Got it. Okay. And that most likely happened with death because all of our muscles relax and that just is a thing that happens. So.
But it doesn't follow you into hell, and that's
Perfect.
canon. So
Okay. That was the big looming question I had. So
everybody gets a change of pants in hell. Like, it's bad.
There's your
but it
T-shirt.
could be
There's a nice
worse.
T-shirt right there. Take that down, Warner Brothers.
I'm just going to make a T-shirt that says Martha. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Martha shits her pants in hell. Sorry.
I would wear that T-shirt. Oh my God.
I think Tatiana's going to look towards Darmok and then towards Larg and then towards Darmok and then towards Larg. And then sort of look down at herself and see that she looks just worn and not necessarily different, but she feels a bit strange and sort of everything's connecting in her head that, oh, man. And she's going to look back at Larg and say, this is fucked.
Yeah, I wish I had more good news for you. There's a chance that we'll get out of this, but he's holding at least a bunch of the cards. And as much as I want to just put an end to it right now, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I can't do the thing he just did to, wake you up. So until we find somebody else who can do that, maybe we drag him along.
Get out of this, like, out of here?
He says he knows a way out, but it's on the other side, and he'll like gesture vaguely in the direction that was indicated through all that nonsense.
Well, that looks like fun.
He'll be like, well, we've been through the divide, and so.
I mean, how much worse can it get than death and hell, right?
Yeah. So, I really hate that after everything you ended up here, but I'm glad you're here.
I didn't think I was that shitty, she's going to say to herself. Like, I mean, I did some shitty things, but I didn't think I was, like, hell-worthy shitty,
Oh, he said that it's just everybody now. And he'll like,
Yeah,
I don't know if she can see the other ghosts or spirits or whatever, but he'll be like, it's just everybody now.
Darmok at this point is going to kind of come limping over. Oh, it had nothing to do with who you were. By the way, we weren't properly introduced. And he's gonna like hold out his hand to like kind of like kind of shake yours, but it's like underhand.
Tatiana will not shake his hand and is just going to look him up and down. There's no need. I'm fully aware of who you are.
Then my reputation precedes me. And he's going to like slowly take his hand back. 3 others were... I don't know if this is good or bad for them, but like, well, they're here now. So they're going through the exact same thing as Tatiana right now. So like, as you're talking, like they're sort of like they're cloistered around, like within like 20 feet and just getting their bearings, like and for them an instant went by and then they're here. So starting with Lisa, paint me a picture.
Well, I feel like once Vela kind of like comes to and realizes where she is, she's going to be pissed because she was just talking to her friend on a frozen continent and everything was fine. She was warm. She wasn't this hot. And she was just telling him, like, everything's going to be okay. They're here. We're going to go to the other side. So now she's just sitting there and she'd be like, once she realized, she'd be like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. No, I'm not supposed to. And she's just going to be raging over there. Like, I'm not supposed to fucking be here. This is bullshit.
I would love to think that that's your introduction, that you like Larg and Tatiana are talking. It's like, you've got to be fucking like just over here. It's like, oh, hello. Like, that's got to be the first words that they hear from you.
Probably. Because when she's like, son of a bitch.
I think that would be enough for the two of us to stop and be like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Like, there were other people.
Sentiment shared, friend.
Could you describe to everybody what your final moments were like from your point of view? Like what was the last thing that you saw?
Just cold. We were on Talor, I believe. No. Kian, sorry. I only have Alara on my wall. I didn't have the full one. I was like, oh no, wrong one.
I'll send you a full map. That's fine.
So we were in this snowy like wasteland and we came across 2 like frozen trolls or giant. Yeah.
Close enough. Like
so like her last moments were her just literally freezing to death in this ice breath. She was knocked unconscious, revived once, and then knocked unconscious and died again. And so her last moments were just bitter cold and painful as she's lying on the ground, like frostbiting to death. So on the one hand, she's like,
God.
I'm glad I'm not cold anymore, but what the fuck?
We went too far in the other direction. That's I imagine like you died with what you had on, so you're still like bulked up in all these furs and shit.
Yeah, her fur, like, and she's furry because she's a minotaur, so she's probably like sweating underneath that fur now. She's like, just starting to take some of that stuff off, I guess.
Zach, what about you?
As you know, this spirit, as you can say, coming corporeal is a man named Blevins, and when he, by the way, first off, I just want to ask, is it okay in my mind's eye, like us 3 spirits manifesting is because a direct subsidiary of like Dharma just going like,
oh yeah, no,
you know how he was just like
it wasn't
just pure chance, pure bullshit luck.
You guys were just the ones clustered there. Like you just happened to be the closest ones to Tati. That's all. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So Blevins, when he realizes he is sentient again, he's snapping back from that moment of death, and he, as soon as he realizes he's him again, he's just going to go, drat. And he's going to look around and just kind of gather his bearings. He's a tall, skinny, pale complexioned man with he's very older looking, kind of little handsome. He has a very gentleman ensemble on, more of a tux, a professional look to him, and he has white gloves and a powdered wig with curls, fresh curls that just look like they're well done. Like he gets pedicures almost daily. Nothing out of place, nothing out of order, and he just looks around completely disheveled. And he's going to say, "I thought that was a dream. Where am I?"
It is going to be very unpleasant here for you. I just want you to know, for your character, it's not going to be great. Also, by the way, you could say pasty white guy. I gave you permission. Like, it's fine. You could just... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's
I mean,
fine.
mind's eye, whatever. You can pick your poison.
What were his last moments?
So, Mr. Blevins was employed professionally before his passing. He was with a young master in his house. Names don't matter at this point. They're all bygone. He was sleeping soundly in his bed, and he was in his mind, he was dreaming someone was basically holding a pillow over his head and keeping him there until he woke up in hell. So he is very confused on why he is dead. If that's the case, he thought it was just a nasty dream and he was going to wake up in his bedchambers. So he's going to need some answering for his questions.
And Karen. Now, this is the point on the stream where we could have spun the wheel, and it could have been any one of a number of characters that you've played. Mm-hmm. But what sorry, that's the one and done. We're done with that joke.
Keep going. I love it.
All right, cool. I got a tight 10.
I'll see you on the
Discord. Directly fucking with a woman who helps. I was about to say you directly help with taxes, okay. And you could send me to prison. One false box tick and I'm gone. Like, you know it.
Oh yeah, you're totally like a charitable corporation. Like,
yeah, cats count as kids. Totally. Sure, just tell them. Paint us a picture, Karen.
Oh. So Joe instead of like everyone who's like, "Oh, where are we?" or like, "Oh," like swearing and stuff like that, she's very quiet and she's just like looking at herself because the last thing she remembers is being eaten to death by werewolves. So she's literally just like looking at her arms, her armor, all that stuff. Because I imagine there's some, I know we said it was like a little bit of dusty and like a little worn down, but I imagine there's some tears in the armor. There's probably some scars left over from teeth marks and claw marks and all that stuff. And she's just looking at herself and then looking up at where she is, kind of like almost like jaw dropped, like, what the fuck happened? Where am I? This is not where I was 20 minutes ago. Like, I don't know what's going on, and I'm not going to say anything until I know what's going on.
You're going to see, like, I imagine it's one of those things where, like, you catch yourself, like, hands and knees type thing, and you're, like, looking around, just taking it in. And it's so weird because, like, everyone has a different version of what hell's going to be like, right? But there's, like, this infinite smoggy sky above you. Like, it's not like you're trapped underground. It's not like it just looks... Remember that copy of a copy of a copy thing I said before? Even as you're looking out into the wastes. It everything's kind of like hazy, foggy. Like if you pick up one of these chunks of tombstone or something, it's almost like it's still stone, but it feels false somehow. Like everything feels just off, wrong. And this slender red hand is going to reach down and almost like daintily, like it's like, oh, like just like offering a hand to help you up.
I mean, I think she'll take it because, like, she's just like in a state of shock.
Of course. And like looking at her, it's like, oh, my dear, you're in such a state. You've been through a terrible ordeal. And he's going to like kind of like lift your hand up like he's going to kiss it and then just drag his tongue across your knuckles. I would imagine you pull back.
My big chunky gauntlets.
And then he's going to kind of just kind of like I would imagine like there's a piece of like it's just like your knuckle was exposed or something like that, just like, and like his hand's still going to be there even as you jerk it away, just like rolling it around on his tongue. I see there's just a bit more to you than meets the eye. And he's going to turn and walk back to Larg and Tatiana.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Larg didn't see that, because then that entire scene would have been interrupted by just a roundhouse, like just a cross across his face.
I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's it. And welcome.
Welcome to hell.
So we'll say maybe that's the point at which me and Tatiana noticed that everybody, that, there were other people be like, oh, he's touching one of them. Gross. So
Get the hose.
Spray bottle.
So actually, Larg will look at Tatiana and be like, do you think you can help them? I got to talk to this guy real quick. And he's going to intercept Darmok on his way back from creeping out this girl, and like basically do that thing where he like grabs him by the collar. He's like, come here. And we like drag him off to the side for a sec.
Again, not much he can do at this point. So just kind of like that, like as the collar's kind of like jerked around his neck, like there's kind of like a bit of resistance, but like he can't out strong Larg, so like he's gonna go.
On a scale of 1 to 10 with how violent I've been so far, this is pretty light, but it's not gentle, Well, yeah, but here's the thing: it's the promise of more violence to come. Like it's not. We set a precedent, yeah.
Right. It's like you broke a fucking tombstone over his head. You jacking him by the collar is not exactly like it's like now we're good. Like it's like, no.
Yeah. Now that everybody's up, tombstone. Yeah.
Anyway, where were we?
No, he's just going to pull him aside and he's going to, like, low voice, like when two people go off to the side and they're still arguing, but they don't want anybody else to hear. He's going to be like, all right, listen, you've already done the thing that I need you to do. You still need me. I don't even need you anymore, but I'm going to do what I said I was going to do because I'm a decent person and I can't say that for you. So you need to keep your mouth shut, stay away from them, only talk to me. Tell me where we need to go and we'll get you there. But that's it. That's the extent of it. We're not friends. You're not to talk to them.
Please don't fool yourself. You need me far more than I need you. You have no idea what this place has in store for you. And you wouldn't make it 5 feet in any direction without me. So, you and them are going to help me get to the other side. And make no mistake, I know you have no intention of letting me walk out. So at some point, you and I are going to need to go our separate ways. But for now, I welcome you to the team. He's going to like put a hand on Larg's shoulder, even if you're still jacking him up by the collar, just kind of like gently, like a caress. Like it's like, hey, welcome, bud.
Yes. So he'll just look at him and he'll say, I'll get you where I said I would get you and no further. And he'll just like give him a shake just to get your hand off type thing and just let him go and then rejoin the rest of the group.
Yeah, there's definitely just like you jerk him out of his thing and like he has to like straighten his collar up again. Like if you've ever been like school fights are perfect for this. Back in the day when there were lots of school fights and not just, shootings, but like like you'd get your collar all fucked up. Like then you'd have to that's the rest of your day. Like you just have a bit like someone always went for the collar. So it's like, man, now I got like a deep V, but it's over here. It's all fucked up. Like it's no good. Guys, I think that's a good time for us to stop for the night.
Okay.
And next time we're going to start our journey. And it's going to be awful. And I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Oh, my God.
Sorry you guys got like a second to steamroll at the end there.
It's totally fine.
Trust me, we're going to ratchet it up. We're going to bring you in, and I can't wait to interact with each and every one of you.
I'm kind of glad it started like that because, to be honest, I was trying to think. I was like, how would Bella team up with him? Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, how would we even get to that agreement in the first place? So this actually made like so much sense, and
okay. Pulling back on the curtain stuff here, like Jameson was messaging me the day we were supposed to go live the first time, and it was like, I don't see this happening. Like we were supposed to play that night, and it was like, well, I got a plan, but I can't tell you because like I felt like that would mess up stuff. But it's like, yeah, no, I'm not going into this thinking you guys are going to be like high-fiving.
Yeah.
It's like Lug might be resistant to the idea of working with him, just so you know. Like I don't want to stall the first episode, but be like, no, I don't want it. No.
No, this wasn't like a do it. Like I didn't think it was going to be like Step Brothers or something. It's like, we just become best friends.
Oh my God.
Now I want to see Larg and Dharma do karate in the garage.
But the campaign's not over yet.
That's true.
Like, they haven't talked about their favorite dinosaurs at all. But everybody out there, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have some questions from you guys for the cast here of Forsaken. So thank you guys. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. We had you guys ask some questions of Forsaken, and I think because you guys, it's kind of like it's a double-edged sword because you guys have the most ties to unresolved story stuff from back in the day. So new people don't like. It might take them a little bit to get invested, but everybody else is like, oh shit, awesome! Like so. Again, we wanted to kind of save this for last, but we did have some people ask some questions anonymously. You can actually, it's totally fine if you leave your name, but send them to me on Discord. Send them to dandrpodcast@gmail.com. That's dandrpodcast@gmail.com. Get them to me, however, and then I'll put them in a folder and we'll slowly ask these over time. But someone had a great, these are almost like weird interview icebreaker questions, but let's say money was no object and you had like a Sims house, let's say, like just a square, like there's no walls, no nothing. What is one item, just one, that you would purchase for it? Money is no object. You have to have this. That cat, for instance. Would you have some sort of cat bug zapper where just every time it gets near you?
Are we talking ourselves or in character or what?
Yeah, no, for you.
Oh,
No, for you. This is cast stuff. Like just something like.
I have one.
Please.
I'm currently using a yoga ball as a computer chair. So I would get a computer chair.
Are you fucking? Hold on. Sending you a chair.
Stop.
They're not even that expensive.
Yes, they are.
Sending you a chair, though. They're not. Well, what kind of chairs do you usually get?
I mean, I
balls.
usually get them from either Goodwill or Facebook Marketplace.
Holy shit. Okay.
Jamie, I've got some broken computer chairs that don't have backs. If you I can drive it up to you.
I mean, I don't mind the bouncy ball.
It's great for your core strength.
I mean, it's great for your core, I guess.
Right?
Yeah, but like, you should have the option to like sit in a chair.
That's why I just got up from our break and I was like, oh my back. Oh shit.
Okay, you big dreamer. That's great. Chair is a good thing. Maybe shoot a little higher.
What's everybody else gonna say? Does everybody else have fancy
I don't
stuff?
fucking know. That's the. I think they're gonna shoot beyond chair, Jamie.
Let's see. Wow.
What you got, guys?
I do play a lot of Sims.
Do better than that.
I saw this TikTok the other day where someone was doing like a house tour. And what they had was the laundry room was directly across the hallway from their closets. So they could just go directly from the laundry room to the closet and put their clothes away.
Dope.
And like,
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
awesome. Jameson's gonna kill that cat.
oh no. That's my dream. Just an accessible
Like
laundry
it started
room.
a.
That's a great one.
That's so awesome. Zach, what about you? One item.
Well, so like, you use the example of The Sims, and like every time I play The Sims, I'm like, I'm not really like a decor kind of guy. I'm not like a builder. I'm more of like an activity. Like I gotta run, gotta do the skills and stuff. So when I think about house building, I want something impractical. If I had like an insane amount of money, like I probably like a little indoor pool with like a slide.
That's pretty dope.
Something nuts.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, money's no object. You're rich.
I mean, if it's no object,
Yeah, I was thinking small, man.
I'd put a house in my house.
That's what I was trying to say. You got Bezos money, and you're like, I want a chair.
You know what it is that type of money is so unfathomable to me that I'm like, oh, if I had a lot of money, I would buy myself a chair.
Like, yes, I mean, I can't guarantee any of these dreams will come true, but think it's a secret. You got to put it out there, right? Just,
Manifest, man, manifest.
like I can make a chair happen tomorrow for you. Like I don't want to throw it out there like I'm some wish granter, but chairs, that's within my realm. Like I could do that.
Mr. Warbucks over here.
Oh, you got your
Daddy
chair
Warbucks.
money.
If we're filling out order
Whoa.
forms with Jason, then yeah.
Well, keep it. Okay, here's the thing. Keep it on the level of chair, and I got you.
No indoor trampolines or anything.
No.
My
Like,
knees
I'm not
met.
going to put you.
I could use a good portion right here. This space is really empty. Jason. Bring it
Chair.
hard.
Like we're here. Like you want? Look, I could put wheels on it. You want a wheelie chair? I got a wheelie chair. Office chair. I got you.
Jesus.
Karen.
What?
I know that you're. I'm just saying.
I was like,
okay.
I already win. What?
How important? No. This is a follow-up question. How important is kitchen stuff to you? Because it's super important.
Pretty
to me.
important.
And what we have, you saw our kitchen. It's a shoebox that food goes to be sad. So I want to be dead every time I go there and cook. My dream is to have a kitchen with an island in the middle, but like it's just like I would kill for a nice kitchen. Like oh my god,
That's a good one.
Like 90% of my dreams are like kitchen ideas, and then the other 10% is like a laundry room that's on the same level as the rest of my house. Because right now it's in
Where's your
the
laundry room
basement.
now? Like a
yeah.
basement?
And
Okay. Okay.
I don't go down there anymore after I fell down those stairs.
What you do is you just cut a hole in your floor so you can just throw your laundry down.
Yeah, laundry chute would be nice too.
Oh man, or like a Ghostbusters poll or something. Like, yeah, make it fun.
But when I think
laundry
of
day is like a blast
kitchen
now.
stuff, I'm like, ooh, like a pantry. Ooh, I want one of those shelves for like my KitchenAid that like comes up and is like counter level, but then it like comes back down and goes in the cabinet. You know?
Yeah, that's dope. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I miss having a kitchen that's decent, and like this one makes me sad. But
There's not a lot of room.
Lisa, it's like, look, we got a third bedroom. That's great. Is it worth an extra $700 in rent a month? No, but it's just we were working with a pandemic. So, Lisa, what about you?
I'm kind of torn. Honestly, I think I would like to have like just a room with like floor to ceiling, like cubby or bookshelves. Cause I don't know if you can see my lovely stacks on stacks of yarn and books that I have. I'm kind of a hoarder situation. I've got a bag of yarn over here on the floor and then yarn on the table that I've been working with this session. So I think that my other option was just going to be a big fuck you bathtub that's heated with jacuzzis.
Ooh.
But I think,
man, I can't remember the last time I took a bath. Like, I can't, like,
I know I don't have a bathtub either. And I'm like, I would love one, but showers are good too.
If it makes you feel any better, when I look at your room, I don't think hoarder. I think
thank you.
unorganized wizard. Like,
I
just like, oh, where's that text?
I like that better.
Like,
Well,
there you go.
yes, this was like, I've got a problem.
Also, let's say that pile of books falls over. There's like an 80% chance it's just going to fall onto yarn, so it's not going to make a bunch of noise. It'll be cushioned.
True. I was like,
There's a
I got
lot
my
of yarn.
projects.
There's a lot of fucking
lot of
There's like an
fucking yarn
entire
in there.
cubby out in the other room too that's full of yarn. You guys can't see.
Look, man, my house is full of unpainted minis. I can't throw stones. You're fine. Like, yarn's way cheaper.
I'm not going to stop a book, though.
No, I'm not. No.
When we're done with this, I will show you guys. I made my first non-hat or scarf wearable today. That's what I was sending Karen a picture of. So I'll show you guys when we're done.
Was that the secret?
Yeah, well, it ties into the secret. So
Ooh. Uh-oh.
I have a guess.
Well, that paints a picture.
I'm going to guess before you show us.
that's why I was saying, can we wait for behind the sines? When we're done. Okay.
Well, go. Okay, this is now it's officially like we've built this up. This is an announcement now.
Right now.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Whoa.
I made this today, and I'm working on a second one right now.
Cute.
That's good. You're probably going to need 2 of those.
Handiwork.
So I
They come
haven't
in
made it,
pairs.
like I said, a formal note. I'm just so excited. So that's what I was like.
That's fucking
That's what I was
awesome.
telling her. I was like, I want to tell everybody.
Absolutely.
Well, you just did, because absolutely everybody, I hope, is subscribed to our Patreon. So that's good. 8 people are going to be so happy for you.
Of course, I'm sure
That's
like
fucking
people
awesome,
could tell.
though.
Like I've been making this the entire session. Like, is that a tiny sock? What is
I
it?
literally didn't notice. I don't like it's watching you knit is background noise. Like it's just it's always
thank you.
happening. Well, I mean, it's like, yeah, it would look weird if you did it. Your action figure would like have a fucking needle and like yarn, and that's it. Like I can't picture you not.
Thank you. Well, I literally put it as one of Bella's skills is knitting. That was back when we first did it. Remember, I was like, "Hey, is knitting a thing in
Yes.
Theria?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "Sure."
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that's really like, it's like, yeah, making your own clothes. Fuck. Vela needs a scarf, or needed.
Yeah.
Not so much now, but like,
She's probably got 2 or 3 unfinished ones in her bag right now. What would Jameson's big purchase be? Sorry.
You ready for the dad answer? Because mine's
Yes.
very like based. Talk about picking something based on what you're missing. I would have a hidden room that nobody knows about, hidden behind a bookshelf or under a trap door or something, where I can go and nobody else is allowed.
What's in there, though?
My office, probably.
Privacy.
Yeah.
Literally nothing. Nothing is in there. It's just one chair.
Man.
No, it's called the "if Dad's in there, don't go in there" room, and that's it. Like you can know where it is.
Can I
but if the door's closed,
Can I change my answer? Can I change mine? The amount of times my door gets knocked on, and it starts with like, "Sorry, there's a problem." It's like,
there'd be no fucking cats in there. No cats.
oh man! Take a shot every time a cat interacts with Jameson in this campaign. So just
There's 2 ways into the room I'm in right now. There's 2 ways. That's too many. And one of them was left open the entire time. So that's how I kept throwing the cat out the other one, and then like in the Flintstones intro, it kept coming in the other entrance. So anyway,
I was wondering how it was getting in. Is it like an event situation from Alien?
No,
like
just
it's
2 doors, and I only checked one. That's my life story. That's the name of my epitaph. 2 doors, and he only checked one. That's how they got him.
Guys, there's one more question, and you are allowed to not answer this one if you like, but it's an interesting one. So I need to preface this because it's going to upset a couple of people. So, someone wanted to know if you were running for president, what's the platform you're running on? What's something you would change? Like, what's basically like your catchy slogan? I'm going to do this. Now, hold on. Let's pretend Team Red, Team Blue don't exist. You're not running under a specific party banner. This is pure fiction. Just something you see as a problem. You want to fix it. That's it. It's complete hero fiction. Like you just want to, I wish I had the power to fix this.
There's so many.
Let's work. I know, but like, what's one that you're just like, let's say that we also had a system where if you were in office and you tried to do the thing, there isn't half of the party working against you constantly. Like, let's say it was something that everyone agreed. It's like, yeah, that's a problem. And we just did something about it. So.
Oh, that's easy. I got my platform. Just, you get on the podium, you're like, hear ye, everyone, please. Come to my plight. Vote for me if you want. Grown men on Twitter to stop typing like they're sassy women. Please. Stop it. It's the for me, you're 40, queen. Dude. What are you doing? What are you talking about?
How dare you, Zach? Like that shit?
Why are you using 40 emojis as a grown man? You don't need attention that bad, brother. You don't.
It's true.
I'm sorry.
That's good.
You know what? You got my vote. Yeah. That's good. I think.
Thank you. Like, I feel like some people would sympathize, some wouldn't. That's part of the game. People aren't gonna like you. People are gonna love it. Like, that's my platform, though, and I'm sticking with it.
Fuck. That's
extend that to all social media, and I'm on board.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like,
we gotta start somewhere, though.
Too.
We gotta start. Like, yeah.
You gotta pencil in, you gotta focus in, and then expand on everything. You can't just it's too extreme if you're like everywhere, everything. I thought about this platform.
That's a good answer. Shit.
Thought into it.
Okay, Karen.
I'm torn because there's like 2. One, which I'm dealing with currently, is to just like better understand the healthcare system. Like, why did I get 2 different bills for the same appointment from 2 different hospitals? I don't know, but nobody can tell me the answer for that. Simplify it. Make it easier.
Well, that's easy. Well, one is a pimp of the other hospital.
They are affiliated with each other, so this is why I'm very confused.
You think communication between them would be better then?
That's closer than truth than I thought.
And the other one is just like, let teachers do their job. Like, let's let teachers do their job. Stop telling them what to do.
Where are my sick patients?
The other hospital.
I you know what? I'm down with both of those because, like, teachers have it hard. Like, that's a shitty job. Like, you're mostly teaching to a bunch of kids who don't want to learn and they don't want to be there and they don't, you know what I mean? Like, our school system is pretty, like, not great,
Not
let's say.
great,
So
yeah.
like, yeah, when I was in school, like, you know, there was only like one school shooting when I was in school, and that was like a tragedy. Like,
Yeah, one very noteworthy
there was one. Yeah, we had a Columbine, and everyone went, "Holy shit!" And that was it for a while, and then it just happened all the time, and then we went, and then that was like, so yeah, no, like that's just school in general has got to just suck, man. Like at the tail end of my, there were security cameras, and you just don't feel good going to school, and then your budget's cut constantly. You don't get any resources as a teacher. That sucks.
Yeah, I think pay teachers more would be a good thing to add to that platform too. Just pay them, enough to live on, bare minimum. Make them buy their own crayons.
Yeah, like I don't know, a little backup. Yeah, okay, I'm on board with that one. And yeah, hot take: our medical system isn't great.
Yeah,
like isn't just.
Like, we don't have to overhaul it. Just
yeah, it's definitely
just
harder.
simplify it.
just explain it. That's all.
Yeah, you didn't ask for anything radical. It's like maybe one bill.
Yeah.
Like just you were.
I mean, the first thing I thought of was like, Jameson 2024. Let's start over. Just all of it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Everything.
That's obviously not a good answer.
I mean,
Yes, no.
Your commercial standing all regal. Ourselves.
Go
In the
nuke
back.
yourselves. 2024. But
Pointing like
if I pick one hill to die on, though, make people retest for their driver's license. Retest for your goddamn driver's license. The older you get, the more often you have to retest. It's $100 per shot. You can test as many times as you want. I'd balance the fucking budget in a year.
damn, that's good.
Yeah,
That is pretty
retest
good.
for your driver's license and put in some more public transportation while you're at it. I'll see you in office.
With the money.
Yeah, I mean, you funded this program already. Holy shit, that is efficiency right there.
You're 70. You got to retest it once a month.
Oh my god.
Get on the bus. Anyway.
Jamie, you.
Well, I'll be honest. I would say that normally I would be really afraid to answer this question because of like all the hate that you would receive. But also I've decided that for 2022, I'm not giving a fuck what anybody else thinks. So
That is my motto. Do you know how much I've been posting on Facebook just asking people? It's like, hey, people who are on my friends list who burn their items to show that company. Why? Like, just I'm asking questions at this point. It's like, help me understand you, please. Like,
I think for me, my slogan would be, hey, America, let's stop pretending that we're so great.
maybe
Let's look
not
at
the
everybody
best
else,
country.
check
Yeah.
out what they're doing, because like we
Yeah.
kind of suck, y'all, in every and all aspects.
yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but that whole education thing, if you look at where we are in the charts, we didn't even make the tournament, guys. Like, we're fucking, yeah. Yeah, no, it's bad. Like, and if you think it's like, well, okay, all these people, hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm with you, Jamie. I'm going to, maybe we wouldn't have so many people who didn't believe in science or doctors or fucking facts and logic and the things that they can see in front of their face if we taught them better when they were younger. If we, maybe we could catch up with some of the other countries that maybe believe in things like that.
Yep.
Just a thought.
Yeah. I have a lot of feelings, but I'm restraining myself.
It's been a frustrating few years, I think. And I'd say, okay, would you like me to lighten the mood a little bit so that, like, I'm gonna, okay, here's mine.
Free pizza for everyone.
No, a lot of people don't deserve that. If we get back and get us top 8 in education, everyone gets a slice, but like not until then. We're in like the
America
40s.
gets a pizza party.
Yeah, that is maybe that's all we needed. Everyone can agree on that. I want Thai food. Just get the fuck out of here. Like just anyway. if I see you out walking your dog and your dog is not on a leash, I get to hit you as hard as I can.
That's a good one.
What if they don't pick up the poop, though? Then what do you do?
Oh, that's not even. Then okay. They're secret
Incarceration?
police. Well, they're secret police. They are taken away, and we call it re-education. And what we do is we replace one of their hands with a pooper scooper, so that they are fucking forced to. And we're gonna start with their non-dominant hand. We're not monsters in America, but like they will be picking up. They will be forced to.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's what all the birds are for. Monitoring.
They sure are real, though. Just like...
They see you walk away without picking up poop, and they go, squawk, some guys.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Two
though.
dudes like fucking show up and just
They're
like
totally real, though, guys. It's been confirmed. I'm just imagining like
that's
an
my new
Edward
platform.
Scissorhand thing, but with two poopers.
Edward's shitty hands.
God damn it.
oh shit. Lisa.
I don't know if I know what my slogan would be, but I think my platform would just be comprehensive reproductive care, and it would just be the umbrella that, and it in big bold letters, includes pro-choice. That's it.
Well, yours is all reasonable and stuff. I can't make a joke out of that.
Yeah. Because I'm
Shouldn't be an extreme take, but it is somehow. So.
I mean, it shouldn't be,
but,
right?
But if you want to get your tubes tied at 20, do it. If you want a hysterectomy at 30, do it.
Oh my
your
god! So
body,
okay,
your choice.
look, we're gonna get. If you're in the chat right now, and if you're still sticking around and you're mad, thanks for sticking around. Firstly, I really appreciate that. I would be happy to talk to you about that. I'm not unreasonable. I do want to talk to people and understand where they're coming from. But my wife currently really wants it's like, let's just ditch this uterus thing. Let's get it. She's in constant pain. She's been to the doctor many times, and they will do everything for her but help. And after a while, it's like she needs me to say it's okay. And how fucked is that? It's like, well, we have to exhaust all our options. Then is your husband here? And it's like, I'm not joking. And that's in California. Try Kentucky. I don't fucking know what's going on over there, but this is the most liberal place to ever live. And we still can't just again, constant pain. And just, I wish things were a little different. And it just, so whoever asked this question, raise your hand who's responsible. But I hope we answered this in the way you were thinking. I think we did it in a way that was pissed the least amount of people off, hopefully. I don't know. But
Who cares? Who cares? Fuck it all. The world's going to shit. Who gives a fuck?
Jamie, we want him to listen. We want him to just hit that smash that subscribe button.
Okay, we're not exactly in the Armageddon yet.
We're not doing well.
Okay.
No dog smaller than 30 pounds. That's my platform.
There you go.
What happens to a Pippin under your plan? I need to know for a friend.
He needs to eat a cheeseburger.
Into the sea.
Just cheetah with legs.
Into the sea.
We'll have a race of aquatic tiny dogs.
Trebuchet. Just put them in there by the dozen. Just.
There's an island.
Oh, that's Little Squeaker Island. We just throw them all out there. In the distance, bark. Just tiny little
Bug-Eye Island.
I want to live there.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
By the way, we've talked about it before, but you roasting Pippin on Twitter is just my favorite thing. Just if you could start an account and just do that every day.
I have nothing against that dog, but I will destroy that dog.
sounds personal.
I'll pop a little picture of Pippin in the stream for those of you who don't know. Like just a little slideshow.
Yeah, make sure you have a wide screen to catch both eyes pointing in different directions. Fucking.
So good.
You guys, okay, so you've seen Pippin. He isn't that grotesque. Like he's
cute.
Like
He's cute in an ugly dog way.
Which I don't believe in. That's my whole thing. I don't think
it's against his religion.
When I was buying him, the dog breeder had to have we'd have to go at least 2 rounds trying to play with me like this. Like, you're just playing with me at this point. Like, what is this? What is this? Right? This is an alien.
It's not a dog.
And she drove hours to go pick up that dog, and this is what she did.
I drove hours to pick up that dog.
Do you have a small dog?
You should have had some rounds with the guy. Like, he's just messing around. He's scamming people.
Painted the guinea
what
pig.
is that? Like,
Look, I will say Pippin is an adorable little guy.
And the thing
I
is,
play with him.
He's probably cuter.
He's cuter in person.
Brianna's probably going fucking crazy in the chat right now.
Oh yeah.
Listen,
I'm gonna
actually, and you know what? I actually like
He's
Pippin.
cutie.
Though. I actually like him.
He's in the right light. He's very photogenic.
He's probably a smart dog.
Please
too.
know that door right now in current time has been swung open, and I'm being yelled at. Just know that. Just know that in current time. So everybody in the chat, that's your revenge for the political thing. So there you go, guys. With that, I think it's a good time for us to stop for the night. Thank you all for showing up. Hopefully someone was in the chat. Every time I say that, it's like, what if nobody's in the chat? Oh my god! So
I'll be there.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Kind of ignored what Jamie said. Yeah, fuck it, but subscribe to our Patreon. So if we reach $10,000, I won't say the word political ever again. Or if you want me to, I'll do it twice as much. Whoever donates
Patreon
that much first.
$15,000. I'll fly to California and kiss that dog on the mouth.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope that some Saudi prince is listening tonight and just
Careful, Jameson. He's a licker.
God damn it.
So he's when you get close to his mouth, it flies in the face of everything you know about dogs, because he's got this old man lip right up here, and he's got a little mustache, and he's just kind of like he's mad at the world that he's a Pippin. So he's
I would be too.
Because it can't breathe properly.
no, but I see Luna every day, and it's like dog face, and I love him. I love him.
I'm sorry, but when you get close to when you put your ear close to his nostrils, it just sounds like a small little waterfall.
Okay, so let me see if I can. It's kind of
struggling to stay alive constantly. Oh my god!
Yes,
like that kind of all the time.
You're just struggling to breathe. Why am I alive? Every breath. Inbred little shits with small tongue. I'm sorry, I'm getting more mad. I'm getting so mad.
We'll be watching a movie, and he's over here on my pant, he's not playing. He's rubbing his moist eyes all over my denim jeans, and just yeah, that's good. Whatever you guys feel you get a good eye rub, it's 10 times better for him. It's just amazing. So, with that,
make it 20,000.
I'm going to hand things over to Jamie to send us home. So.
It's not ready. I don't have to.
You know what? If you close it out, it's hey, fuck it. We're all going to die. Might as well give your money to something. So, just tell them.
There you go. That's exactly what I'm going to say.
All right, that was the episode, everyone. Just a reminder that you can watch us every Saturday on Twitch before the episodes are released, so you can get a one-up on all of the audio listeners. Again, if you want to check out TeePublic, we've got these awesome freaking designs in there. We're having those come out pretty regularly, so check it out, and thank you so much for listening.